Hello whiskey lovers and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today, Compass Box Transistor. While I am enjoying a wee bit of a family holiday here in the pool in Saint-Saturnel up in southern France, the Provence. But the Transistor, Compass Box called this blend the Transistor to be enjoyed together with a beer. A beer, that's what you would call a Boilermaker. They work together with BrewDog, the innovative Scottish brewer that's been active since 2007, if memory serves. And the beer that this whiskey should go along with is their best-selling Punk IPA, the beer that started it all. Their blonde, bitter beer with hops extravaganza. But let's focus on the whiskey first. This is a blended Scotch whiskey called Transistor because it transists, or I don't know why they call it a transistor. It's like a radio. It enhances things, whatever. Anyway, it is bottled at 43% ABV, and it is a bright golden color. Right, 43% ABV, the Compass Box Transistor on the nose. Well, it starts very closed, if I'm honest. It needs some time to reveal its secrets. I get some garden herbs and some paprika powder, some oregano and even some white pepper on a soft bed of mango, pineapple and bergamot. It turns a bit creamy on coconut milk and banana maybe. Some breakfast cereals, but it is not very outspoken. It is, to be honest, rather flat and uninteresting in my opinion. Well, hopefully it's better on the palate. A lot more interesting now. A nice spiciness with the emphasis on nutmeg. A woody bitterness. Again, some citrus and caramel. I get some vanilla in the distance. It's much better, but it's still not a top dram. I'm used to having much better whiskey from Compass Box, so I'm not sure what happened here. Well, maybe on the finish. The finish is nice though. I get some milk chocolate and coconut milk, some vanilla and some lingering spices. Well, this is, if I'm completely honest, and I am, a rather boring whiskey in itself if you ask me. But then again, it was created as a means to an end. And that end is to be enjoyed as a Boilermaker together with, like I said, a beer on the side. So maybe we should give that a try as well. Don't go away. There it is, the beer that started it all for BrewDog, their famous Punk Indian Pale Ale, a postmodern classic. United we stand for better beer, fiercely defiant and independent. That's BrewDog, and BrewDog is fast becoming a rather famous brewery because they also have these cafes. Even in Brussels, in Belgium, they have one. I've been there recently, where you can get this from the tap as well. So this is a blonde, an Indian Pale Ale, a blonde bitter. If you are familiar with Duvel, the famous Belgian IPA, it's similar, but in my opinion, better. I like this a lot. So I haven't got a better glass than this one. I prefer it in a bowl, but it's the best I could do here in my family home away from home. There we go, beautiful golden beer. And so these two are meant to go together. How does that work? And does it do any justice to the beer or the whiskey? Let's find out. What I tend to do is, what I found out is that I really enjoy this beer a lot. It has these beautiful bitter hops, but it's also deliciously fruity. I get some citrusy notes and even a bit of coconut in the beer. So, hey, this might actually work. What I do is I take a sip of the whiskey and make sure that the whiskey, the malt, the blended Scotch reaches every corner of my mouth, and then swallow it and have it followed immediately with a good gulp of the Punk Indian Pale Ale. Here we go. So this is how it works. The Compass Box Transistor and the BrewDog IPA together, a Boilermaker. Cheers. Oh yes, together with the beer, it's a totally different story. The sweet notes of the whiskey, they soften up the very bitter but delicious hop notes from the beer, while the beer also allows the whiskey to shine. And in this case, the sum is definitely more than its parts. So the Transistor Scotch, but clearly made with another purpose in mind, being this beautiful marriage with the Punk IPA, and then it works. And that, my friends, is all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye bye.